seas. Captain Daniel Ross from one of the survey ships suggests Singapore as a possible base. Raffles decides to take a look at this seemingly unappealing island. Accompanying Raffles is Major William Farker, who will turn out to be a key player in the events that followed. On 28 January 1819, Raffles and Farker set foot on the island and established ties with Abdurrahman, the Temenggong. Raffles and Farker craft a treaty of friendship and alliance to formalize British presence on the island. The Singapore Treaty is signed on 6 February at an elaborate ceremony appointing Tengku Long as the new Sultan of Singapore and permitting the British to set up a trading post on the island. In 9 days, Raffles and Farker changed the destiny of the region. And the vision Raffles has of Singapore as a great commercial emporium begins to take shape. Over the next 4 years, it will be Farker who shapes the growth of Singapore, from clearing mangrove swamps, to constructing aqueducts for water supply, to building roads and bridges. He is also credited with ridding the town of rats. Farker's strategy to invite skilled and enterprising tradesmen works, as the Malays and Chinese from Malacca turn up with ducks, chickens, and vegetables to sell. While his efforts to clean up and build a new town win the respect and admiration of the migrant settlers, Farker diverges from Raffles' instructions, leading to an eventual falling out between them. Raffles excludes Farker and sets up a committee to look at a plan for development. This leads to the Jackson Plan, named after Lieutenant Philip Jackson, who organizes the settlement and population along more orderly but segregated lines. With the signing of the Anglo-Dutch Treaty in 1824, the Dutch give up their claims to Singapore. Singapore grows exponentially as a free port. Ships come from near and far, bringing wave upon wave of traders, explorers, and settlers. Singapore becomes a vibrant marketplace with peoples from everywhere. Inhabitants of the Malay world, the Boyanese, Minangkabaus, Javanese, and Bugis arrive alongside the Arabs, Armenians, Jews, South and North Indians, Chinese, Scottish, and the English. In Chinatown, merchants Tan Tock Seng and Sia Yu Chin work alongside Syed Omar Al-Junaid. Narayana Pillai's construction firm builds Chinese offices and homes. British traders Alexander Guthrie and Edward Brewster work with Chinese and Parsi businessmen, while Tan Kim Ching, the elder son of Tan Tock Seng, works for Guthrie's firm. Hajar Fatima's vast land holdings are leased to the Chinese businessmen for spice farming. Munshi Abdullah comes from Malacca and is the writer who provides an extensive record of Singapore's early history. It is a golden era for Singapore, the little island of opportunity, and as tomorrow edges closer, the horizon looks brighter and even more promising.
The new Diana is not just a war vessel that helps fight piracy, she is also a symbol of change. Steam engines lead the way for Singapore's age of industrialization and modernity. And when the Suez Canal opens, everything kicks into high gear. Singapore's links to the world get stronger, and connectivity and communication more important. New newspapers begin to flourish. One outstanding figure is Yunus Abdullah, first editor of the Utusan Melayu and a major champion for Malay education. In 1923, the causeway opens, bringing a new surge of trade from Malaya. By the time train services start, Singapore's status as an important hub is seen. With her strategic position and hard-working dock coolies, Singapore becomes the perfect global port. Singapore is also a regional center for Muslim pilgrims, led by companies like Alsagoff Steamship. With every new connection comes improvements to city life. Businessman Tan Kim Se starts an initiative to provide public waterworks and later has a fountain erected in his name. People come from all over, adding their unique cultures to the melting pot. It's a dynamic era for diversity. This cosmopolitan city works hard and plays hard. After work, people flock to bars and nightclubs and the seductive amusement parks. But beneath the shimmer and shine lurk darkness and disquiet. To cope with pains, coolies behind Singapore's success story turn to opium, a trade which the British established and profited from. In a bid to help opium addicts, Dr. Lim Boon Keng, an English-educated Straits Chinese leader, starts a rehabilitation center. But the working classes face other social problems: prostitution, gambling, malnutrition, and poor sanitation, prompting businessman Tan Jiang Kim to open a medical school. Also attempting to improve conditions is William Pickering, protector of the Chinese. But challenges remain. In 1876, a new, safer remittance scheme breaks the Chinese Tauge's monopoly. Seen as colonial profiteering, it sparks violent rioting. In 1915, another deadly event shatters Singapore. Sepoy soldiers being redeployed to Hong Kong worry that they will end up fighting fellow Muslims at the Western Front. Fanning this misinformation, coffee shop owner Qasim Mansour and the German prisoner of war Julius Lauterbach trigger off the 1915 Singapore Mutiny. Accounts record that the week-long mutiny results in 49 deaths, 56 mutineers killed, and 47 others executed. Even as the Japanese threat loomed abroad, public anxieties quickly abated when the British dispatched 2 warships to Singapore. Perhaps there is nothing to worry about.